in or on Unit 5 in Lesson 1, talking about different congruency. Last time we finished up corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and that allowed us to write things in the right order. Okay. However, with that, we were told they were congruent. Today, what we're going to do is actually prove triangles are congruent, and then kind of tie everything up in a couple of days from now by, saying that they are or are not congruent, and then if they are, then writing CP, CTC. So, kind of a mix. Starting on page 5, or working on page 5, what we're going to do today is we're going to cover two theorems. We're going to cover SSS SAS. Okay, SSS simply means side, side, side. Alright, so what side, side, side means, or what a congruency theorem is something you can use in order to say, hey, this triangle and this triangle are congruent. Okay, if things are congruent, you must be congruent to at least one other thing. Now, because of this, what I like to do is say side, side, side times 2. So instead of having 3 sides, you need to know. Okay, you need to know all 6 sides. Now, SAS would be side, angle, side, and from here again, if I go times 2, I must know 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and you must also know 2 angles. Simple enough. Okay, very important, this angle must be between 2 known sides. If not, so like the location of where the A is matters, okay, or the location of where the angle is matters. So, starting on page 6. Alright, there are 10 questions. What we'll do is we'll run through all the ones on the left and try these theorems. If they don't work, no harm, no foul. Tomorrow we'll do all the ones on the right and see if we can't get the answers from or to the ones on the left that we're not able to do. Again, the first thing I'm going to do is start on 5 and 7, then we'll go back and work our way up. Reason I want to start on 5 and 7 is just like the other day with CP, with corresponding parts, if you didn't have anything, or if they didn't touch, then you just had to go off the information you were given. So again, side, 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 I must know all 6 sides. Side angle side is 4 sides, 2 angles. If I don't know it, I can't use these theorems. So if I look at question 5, I only know 1, 2 sides. So that's not enough, therefore I can't use side, side, side. Well, again, I only know 2 sides, I must know 4. And again, it's not enough, therefore I can't use it. That's not saying these aren't congruent. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the theorems we're looking at today I can't use, or we can't use those. Okay, so again, number 7, side, 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 I must know 6 sides. Side angle side, must know 4 sides, 2 angles. Well, how many sides do I know in this one, or in question number 7? I have 4 sides. Okay, so I don't know 6, therefore I can't use side, side, side. How many angles do I know? I know 2 angles. Okay. Now, before you go circle and say, oh yay, side angle side, is this angle in between 2 sides? Okay. So, I have starting with 2 marks. So a side with 2 marks, to an angle with 1 mark, to a side with 1 mark. That's triangle over here on the left. This triangle must fit the same thing. So I'm going to start with the side that has 2 marks. Okay? And then I'm going to go to the angles that touch it, that touch this side. If you look, I just circled them. Neither of the angles that I just circled have a mark in it. Okay? So that's an angle, and I'm going to put NM for no mark. And then angle to no mark, to no, so a side with no mark, or it goes to a side with 1 mark. I'm not for sure. Biggest thing to take away here is I can start with both triangles with the side of 2 or 2 marks, but I cannot make or reason that the angles I have circled are not going to match this. So therefore, side angle side also does not work. Not saying they're not congruent, just saying these 2 theorems aren't working for us. Now, with question number 9. If your triangles touch, you have to know, or you're able to do some information, right? The other day, if triangles touched at a point, we were able to make our own little angle mark, and because of these being vertical angles, we knew that they're congruent. Okay, so again, side, 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 angle, side. Side, 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 I must know 6 sides. Side, angle, side, I must know 4 sides, 2 angles. So, how many sides do I know in this picture? I know 1, 2, 3, 4. I only know 4, so I can't use side, side, side. Well, I have 4 sides, and I have 2 angles. But again, is the location of these sides and angles fit side, angle, side? So, if I talk about this triangle, I have a side to an angle to a side. So if I pick it like any random side, I'm just going to say from 3 marks to 1 arc to 2 marks. Okay? Side, angle, side. I want to start on the side with 3 marks, so I can do that. I must then go to the angle that's beside it that has 1 mark. If I can't, then I cannot use side, angle, side. Well, this one is a no, but this one right here is the other angle. Well, this is my vertical angle that I circled, so it does go to 1. Okay, then how many marks does the last side have? 2. So 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 match. Therefore, these are congruent by side, angle, side. If I go back to question 1, again, side, 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 angle, side. 6 sides, 4 sides, 2 angles. If they share, or if they touch at a line, okay, then they share a common side. Alright, when they share stuff like this, again, look at your top, look at your bottom. I know 1, 2, I only know 3 sides. So I only know 3, so I can't use side, side, side. Again, I only know 3, so I don't have enough sides, so therefore I can't use side, angle, side. Okay? Even if I wanted to separate these. Okay? Okay? Even if I wanted to separate them, I would have 1. Well, you see, I made a mistake right there. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and I now have 2 angles. So that may be something to take away, that if your triangles share a side, separate them. So from now on, if your triangles touch, separate them after you make your marks, and then go through here and do this. If I look, I still only have 4 sides, but I also have, so side, angle, side is still an option. So I do have 4 sides and I do have 2 angles. Alright. But is or are the marks on the figures in the correct places? So if I start with this top triangle, a side to an angle to a side, so if I start with a side, say I start with this one at 1, its next angle I must know something about. Here and here I don't have it, so I know nothing, I don't know anything, so that one doesn't work. Well, what if I start with 2? I then have an angle with 1 arc, but my side I know nothing about. Because I don't have these marks, I can't know for sure, therefore side angle side does not work for this. Question 3, again, these share this side right here, they touch. I'm going to draw 2 separate triangles. This is 3, this is 2, 1, 1, 3, 2. And again, I want to try side, side, side. So I must know all 6 sides. Side angle side, must know 4 sides, 2 angles. Well, side, 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 all 6 sides. I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know all 6 sides. So I can use side, 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 but now I must make sure that I have the same number of marks on all the sides. So I have 1 mark, 1 mark. And once I verify, I put a little check mark there. So therefore, I don't, if you have an isosceles triangle, you won't get mixed up. 3 marks, the 3 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks. So these triangles are congruent by side, side, side. Why can I not use side angle side here? Well, because I don't know any angles. Okay, so I know enough sides but no angles. Alright. Again, like I said, tomorrow we'll work on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll look at the remaining theorems and see if we can't get answers to number 5 and 7, maybe.